today, heat index values also got up there earlier today. This is at 10:55, 93. So already high 90s, especially in western Oklahoma for the heat indexes. Then some places got all the way up to 104 today, 108 all the way up there in Alfalfa County. Just saw that. Got really hot today. Those heat index values for us in the metro just stayed in the high 90s for most of the day. And still stayed up there as we get into later tonight, still in the 90s here for the metro. So it still feels warm out there, even though our temperature right now is in the 80s. For today, high was 93 at the airport, record of 103, but we still were above average, and that's going to continue as we go throughout the rest of this week. And that's really been the major story for all of June. 20 days above average here for our highs in the month of June, only 3 days at normal and 7 days below normal for our highs this June. That makes it just below the hottest record first 6 months of the year. Low for 77 tonight. Some isolated rain chances out there in western Oklahoma. For the rest of today, we'll have sunny and warm conditions through Wednesday. High 90s by Thursday, and then triple-digit temperatures for the 4th of July weekend. The rest of the forecast here in a few minutes, guys.
All right, Connor just told us the heat back in the forecast, and so is the danger with those triple-digit temperatures for a 3-day stint.
Fox 25's Rob Hagan has more on the danger for our most vulnerable population facing homelessness and how one organization is helping them stay safe. Rob.
Now get this, Adam, Wendy, the Homeless Alliance serves more than 300 people a day with meals, showers, and hygiene items. But as the temperatures climb, so does the population needing their cooling center to stay safe.
It's going to be hot this Independence Day weekend, but don't take it from me. Here's the expert.
Friday, the weekend, that's when those highs really get up there, up into the triple digits. 101 on Friday, 103 on Saturday, and then back down to 100 on Sunday.
For many, the heat means higher electric bills, but for people living on the streets, it can be deadly.
You're going to be losing a lot of fluids trying to keep your body cool. And when you're homeless, there's only so many different places where you can get water to rehydrate yourself. So it's really dangerous for this homeless population.
As the temperatures climb into the danger zone, so do the number of tents at this homeless encampment off Virginia Avenue near the Homeless Alliance. Their day shelter serves as a cooling center from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day, including holidays.
We see more people pass away during those prolonged heat spells, people who are living outside. So it's really important that we have those places like the day shelter where people can come inside and get cooled off.
The organization serves more than 300 people and more than 700 meals a day, but they'll see a surge of more people the hotter it gets.
If people want to help us, prepare for this extended heat period that's coming, we're looking for donations of shirts, hats, sunscreen, things like that we can help provide to people to help them cool down.
Haley Phelps says outreach teams even bring the water to the homeless where they're at to make sure as many people stay safe in the heat as possible.
When you can provide people with those basic necessities, like nutrition and water and things like that, they can get that hope to continue on their journey for their path forward. That's just so important. I'm just thankful to be a part of that.
Now, a homeless girl told me today the greatest dangers they threat on top of the heat are other people's dogs, as well as just the sheer magnitude of the temperatures and getting run over by cars. She said just today, a homeless woman was attacked by a pit bull. Live in Oklahoma City, Rob Hagan, Fox 25 News.
Thank you, Rob. And the summer heat can be dangerous for your body and health, with many folks experiencing heat exhaustion or heat stroke. An IMSA official shared some of the warning signs that you need to look out for.
Heat exhaustion, which is kind of the beginnings of a heat emergency. And that can look like dizziness, you're thirsty, heavy sweating, nausea, weakness. But what we want is for folks who are experiencing those symptoms to take it very serious and go ahead and move to that cooler area. At that time, you still have, you're still able to prevent it from getting worse. Now, if you don't take those precautions, when you start to have those symptoms, it can progress into a heat stroke. And that is a medical emergency. And that's when you do need to be calling 911. And those will be symptoms like confusion, dizziness, or if someone becomes unconscious.
To stay safe, they remind you to drink plenty of water, wear loose-fitting clothing, and spend time in air-conditioned spaces like libraries or malls. Household costs can quickly get out of hand during the summer months, and it's important to avoid some common AC mistakes. Experts say lowering your thermostat to an extreme temperature will not cool your home faster. Air conditioners cool at a steady rate, and doing this only forces your unit to run longer. You also want to clean out your air filter because a dirty filter can force your system to work significantly harder and overheat. Be sure to close any windows, blinds, or doors while the AC is on. And be aware running the stove or dryer during the hottest times of the day can make your home even warmer.
Now, you could expect to pay more this summer when it comes to staying cool. According to new data from Consumer Affairs, U.S. household expected to pay an average of $778 for summer cooling this year. That's up 8% from last year. Southern households going to feel the most pain, and residents along the country's southern coast from Texas to Florida could see costs near $900 on average. Folks in Oklahoma expected to see an 11% increase, while the mid-Atlantic states are projected to see increases ranging from somewhere to 6 to 8%. To help you navigate the hottest months of the year, OG&E sharing some advice to keep those monthly bills in check while keeping you cool. First thing, you want to set your thermostat at the highest comfortable temperature. Every degree a thermostat is raised can save you up to 3 to 4% on your bill. Got to keep that air moving in the house. Use some fans. A ceiling fan uses about as much electricity as a light bulb, and you can close any drapes or blinds on the sunny side of your home. And if you use a slow cooker or an outdoor grill as well, these are alternatives to ovens that could heat up your home from the inside. Lastly, unplugging any unused devices like chargers or game consoles.
Hundreds of Oklahoma families will have some help staying cool this summer thanks to a community donation drive. The Salvation Army of Central Oklahoma and Westlake Ace Hardware wrapped up their annual box fan campaign. This year, Oklahomans donated 260 box fans and nearly $4,500 to help families without reliable air conditioning.
You know, it's a joy. It puts a smile on your face when certainly you can help any family who's struggling or in need. And I think it's even a bigger joy to know that it's really the customers and the citizens of Oklahoma City that made that a reality. Knowing that we're just kind of the hands and the feet of the generosity of our community is really something that's special.
The Salvation Army says the donations will help Oklahomans stay safe during the summer heat. And that was your Big Story Breakdown with the dangerous heat experience. You can stay up to date with OKCFox.com.
Plus, head over to our YouTube page where you can watch all of our previous Big Story breakdowns. Just scan the QR code on your screen or search OKC Fox.
We're continuing to follow breaking news as 2 men are dead tonight after a plane crash in McLean County. Oklahoma Highway Patrol says emergency crews responded to a pasture near Goldsby. The plane left from Paradise Haven Airport. Witnesses say it wasn't able to gain altitude. Officials say both people inside the plane were killed in the crash. Their names have not been released. The National Transportation Safety Board is investigating the crash.
Got updates on multiple car accidents leading to the death of pedestrians on the road. At about 1:30 this morning, Oklahoma City responded to a call about a body lying in the roadway on northbound Broadway Extension near Northeast 63rd Street. Lanes were closed for several hours but reopened ahead of morning rush hour. Investigators believe the person tried to run across the highway, was hit by 6 separate vehicles.
First one knocked the victim to the ground, and then subsequent cars continued to hit the victim. It was dark outside. They could not see that person. And again, it's just never a good idea to do.
At this point, the person has not been identified. OKCPD is also investigating another deadly pedestrian crash by I-35 and Northeast 36th Street near the Lincoln Park Golf Course. Investigators say 2 people were hit by a car. One was killed. The other was taken to a nearby hospital for treatment. Police say the driver did not stop and drove off.
An officer stopped that vehicle a short time later for running a stop sign, not even realizing that vehicle had been in a crash. A passerby stopped and said, "Hey, that car just hit some people back there."
Police say the driver was arrested on a complaint of driving under the influence.
Big changes are coming to the licensing process for serving alcohol at event venues in Oklahoma. The Marissa Murrow Act is named after a high school student killed by a drunk driver in 2020. Starting Wednesday, people wanting to serve alcohol at event venues in the state will need to get an event bartender license, which is different from an employee license. It also requires in-person training.
If a person wants to get the event venue bartender license, they need to go to our website and register with the system and put their application in and pay an application fee, $50 and a $3.50 convenience fee, and their application will be evaluated and either approved or denied, and that's how they can do that.
Marissa's mother hopes this change will hold more people accountable and save lives.
If alcohol is going to be served, it should be served by somebody who's appropriately trained to recognize the signs of intoxication, to cut someone off if they need to ensure that they have a designated driver or a safe ride home for themselves as well as for innocent drivers on the road.
The Oklahoma Able Commission is hosting free in-person training sessions for new event bartender licensees. You can register on their website.
An Oklahoma couple who authorities say fled to Montana to avoid prosecution has been convicted by a federal jury of sexually abusing a 15-year-old. According to court documents, the victim told family members that 67-year-old Larry Keith Tennyson and 48-year-old Gretchen Francie Tennyson would get her drunk before abusing her. When the couple was charged, they sold some of their belongings, moved out of the state. Investigators say Larry told them he was planning to move to Florida, but they decided to go to Montana after tropical storms hit. Sentencing will be scheduled at a later date.
2 Oklahoma City boutique owners indicted by a multi-county grand jury on multiple felony charges for allegedly selling fake luxury merchandise. Investigators say they found more than $1 million in fake designer goods in 33-year-old Denia Almaguer shop, Mohap Boutique. She's being charged with 1 count of violating the Trademark Anti-Counterfeiting Act. 42-year-old Yude Perez, owner of Yude's Boutique and Bray K Jewelry, is also being charged with 2 counts of the same crime after Oklahoma City police say they found about $2 million worth of counterfeit products. Oklahoma Attorney General Gentner Drummond commends the grand jury and law enforcement partners. He says counterfeit goods aren't just a ripoff for consumers. They fund criminal enterprises and undercut legitimate businesses.
The Oklahoma Bureau of Narcotics says its K-9 interdiction unit recovered 30 kilos of cocaine in a recent seizure. The drugs were worth about $1.6 million, and according to officials, the shipment bound for the East Coast. OBN arrested 2 people, and they say more arrests are possible as the investigation continues.
Residents who get their drinking water from Fairview in Major County need to take some extra precautions after E. coli was found in the system. The Oklahoma Department of Environmental Quality says anyone using Fairview Public Water System should use water that has been brought to a full rolling boil for at least a minute, bottled water, or water from another safe source to prepare food, wash dishes, or brush teeth. Users will be notified when the water is considered safe.
We've got some hazy views out there on the downtown Skycam. I'll have what that means for our forecast going up with that Sahara dust. I'll have that in a few minutes.
Monday afternoon at 4 p.m. Central was the deadline for NBA teams to accept or decline player options for next season. And just minutes before the deadline, the news broke that the Thunder are picking up the $17.7 million team option to keep 27-year-old defensive specialist Lou Dort in OKC for the 2026-2027 season. However, the Thunder are declining the $7.2 million option on forward Kenrich Williams, making the 31-year-old an unrestricted free agent. Over the weekend, Sam Presti was able to make a deal with center Isaiah Hartenstein on a 3-year contract, keeping the 7-footer in OKC through the 2028-2029 season. With team options complete, up next for the Thunder is NBA Summer League action, where we will get our first look at OKC's 2026 draft class, including 7'3" center Adai Mara, who is focused on what he can improve over the summer.
Try to get in a better shape than last year, getting stronger, getting better at my game, and then just knowing my role really good so I can just help the team. But in general, I would say just like getting better and being able to help the team as much as I can.
The Thunder will begin Summer League play in Salt Lake City as they meet the Memphis Grizzlies on Saturday, July 4th. OKC will play 3 games in 4 days before heading to Las Vegas for round 2 of Summer League action beginning on Sunday, July 10th. I'm Colby Daniels, and that's the Thunder Report.
Well, it was a warm day today, but not as warm as it could have been. We had highs around 96, but we only got up to about 93 here in the metro. Part of that was the mostly clear skies instead of sunny skies. We saw some of those high-level clouds sticking over the metro area, kind of like you can see on the Lake Hefner cam there. But take a look at the downtown camera. Very hazy, especially these past few hours. It's gotten more and more hazy. There's a layer of Saharan dust that's been moving from the coast of Africa. It's been moving over. It's now into Texas and now into our area in Oklahoma. Right now we're at 85 in the metro, but some parts of western Oklahoma still in the 90s, even all the way at 9:30. It's not very pleasant out there right now. We are tracking some of these storms that have made their way into Roger Mills and Beckham County. There's an area of stronger storms still in the Panhandle, but we think they're going to weaken here now, especially that the sun has set. They're going to weaken quickly and should dissipate as they move into Oklahoma. Futurecast here as we go throughout the next few hours. Again, dissipating as they stay in Texas. We're going to stay mostly clear throughout the rest of tonight, especially in central Oklahoma. We could have some of those high-level clouds from the anvils from those thunderstorms. Heat index here right now, 88. As we go into tomorrow, it's going to be a bit more of a dry heat than it was today, only getting up to about 98. But some spots still could see triple-digit heat index values into tomorrow afternoon. For Wednesday, again, staying a bit more dry here, 96. But some areas could see high 90s for the heat index values tomorrow afternoon. It's still going to be hot as we go throughout the next couple of days here. Next weather maker is this heat dome just sitting over the eastern U.S. It's going to continue to spin and push hot air down into the eastern U.S. But where it gets interesting is as we get into Friday here, it's going to start to split in half with a second heat dome moving over the panhandles as we get into Friday night and into Saturday. That's what's going to bring our extra heat as we get into this weekend, especially on 4th of July. Temperature trend here, 96 on Tuesday and Wednesday, 98 by Thursday, 100s as we get into the 4th of July weekend, 103 for the high for our 4th of July weekend. It's going to be insanely hot, but for tonight, it's just going to be a bit warm at 77, mostly clear, south wind at 20 miles an hour. For tomorrow, 96 degrees, sunny there, south wind at 20 miles an hour, but we could see heat index values nearing 100 degrees. 10-day forecast here again, 96 the next couple days and then triple digits as we get into the 4th of July weekend. But then after that, just highs in the high 90s.
Yeah, just the high 90s. You'll be fine.
It's
yeah.
nothing.
Just
When you
tough
say
to
it
sucker
like
out.
that, you got to get through. But it's that stretch where things get really dangerous because they just don't cool off. There's no relief. So keep an eye out for your friends and neighbors. We'll be right back. Communities still cleaning up from recent severe storms can now prepare for debris pickup. People living in Oklahoma City are asked to place debris at the curb so it can be collected during their next regular bulky waste day in July. El Reno City leaders say their crews will begin picking up storm-damaged tree limbs at 6 a.m. on July 7th. Officials say they will only pick up tree limbs and construction materials will not be collected. You can learn more on OKCFox.com. A major construction project will impact some public transit riders in Oklahoma City next month. Starting July 9th, those using the downtown Embark Transit Center will have limited access to the building. Fixed route bus and Rapid Northwest service will continue normal operations. The renovations are expected to be completed in early 2027.
Visitors to the Oklahoma City Zoo and Botanical Garden will soon be able to see a little bundle of joy join the elephant herd. Today, zoo officials announced that Asian elephant Asha has given birth to her calf. And despite being born early, zoo staff says the calf appears healthy. It's been introduced to the rest of the herd. It's the 6th elephant calf to be born at the Oklahoma City Zoo. The calf not been named yet.
Norman Animal Welfare handing out some free ID tags to pet owners. The tags attach to collars and they give important contact information to help them reunite with their families if they get lost. They're handing them out until Thursday. You just need to have a valid ID showing Norman residency.
The Oklahoma City Thunder welcoming community leaders to its NBA draft press conference, celebrating the 2026 community draft picks along with the newest members of the Thunder roster. This recognizes people for making a positive impact all across the Sooner State. This year's picks, Whitley O'Connor, his organization, Cubside, helps people struggling with homelessness and find opportunities to make money.
We have a variety of different programs, including Curbside Flowers, Curbside Chronicle, and Curbside Apparel, all of which we've worked with the Thunder in various capacities. So we've done official printing for the Thunder. We actually printed the official MVP jerseys for Shea a couple of years ago. We do flowers for Thunder all the time, so it's a really neat opportunity to engage with the Thunder and be part of that big heart that they have for our community.
Those folks from Curbside always have a smile on their face also. And every honoree received custom Thunder gear and a chance to meet with the Thunder head coach.
All right, let's take a look back here at the 4th of July weekend forecast. 101 on Friday, up to 103 on the 4th of July. The record for 4th of July, 105 degrees, and some models have us warming up to 105 and maybe even 106. Right now, 103 is just the average of all the models that we have that we're going with. 101 on Sunday. 10-day forecast here, 96 the next couple of days and sunny. Then we'll gain a little bit more cloud cover before those triple digits this weekend. And looking at next week, looks to be sunny with highs in the high 90s.